Hi YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name's Michael. So today we've got some overdue work on my axe. This is my Wetterlings Bushman's axe, or the Les Stroud axe. Now I've had this for roughly about 3 years and I like this axe very much. It's a very good axe for a general all-round use. It splits well, it's good to use in the hand. You can choke up on it really nicely, has a nice weight to it. It's a great backpacking axe, but I tend to take it wherever I go. If I'm heading out in the bush, this always comes with me. It's been very excellent. However, it is a carbon steel axe, and hopefully you can see I do have a little bit of rust growing on the side of it, and the handle's looking a bit tired. So I'm going to show you what I do to look after my axes, give them a bit of TLC, and bring them back up to how they should be, so they're going to last for the long term. So the first thing I'm going to do is take care of this surface rust. So the product I use for that is this Flitz Polish. I use this on all my outdoor equipment, my knives, etc. It does a really good job of cleaning up the surface. Let it shake first. This will strip back any coating that you have, wax or otherwise. But basically we'll just put some on a cloth, give it a good rub around. You can see it's stripping that off quite nicely. You can see how much dirt has come off and rust. So now I'm just going to polish it with a clean cloth. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. So the next thing I would do is typically use my diamond stone. This is a medium, and I would touch up the edges. The axe is pretty sharp. I tend to sharpen it when I'm out in the field. So typically in the field I'll use my DC4, my Falkneven DC4, to keep the edge nice and tidy, so I don't have to get into like heavy sharpening at any time. So the next thing I want to do is clean up the handle. I do have a few apprentice marks on the side of this thing where it's been used for chopping, and it's come through and actually scored part of the handle. I'm not too worried about it. It's not deep. It's not going to weaken the handle at this point. But there are some bits and pieces I'd like to clean up. So what I use is double boiled linseed oil. It's my kind of go-to. I'm just going to apply some to the rag. I don't really bother cleaning the wood. I find by just applying the linseed oil, I actually take off any grime. And this is what I do every couple of months. Now this will stay oily for a little while whilst it dries. But after it's soaked into the wood, it'll just be there to protect it. Excellent, so that's the wood taken care of. So for the metal part of the axe, to protect this, you can either use a wax coating, or what I actually use is this Hopes number 9. This is a lubricating oil. It's used in guns. I find this does a very good job of protecting the axe. Again, this tends to soak in or evaporate, leave a film on the surface without leaving it too oily. What I also do is put some inside the mask, because we don't want this getting wet and then holding damp leather against the axe. What we can also do is put a bit of linseed oil on there by that axe mask. But for my final piece, I quickly made up a collar for the axe. This is just something I made quickly, and this should protect the front of the axe from any other strikes, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and lace that up. So now I've got it roughly in the right place. I know how it's going to fit. I just dampened the laces slightly, because when they dry I want them to be nice and tight. I'm just trying to get the twists out of them too. I think that will probably work for now. Hopefully that will dry and tighten. I'm just going to tie a knot in the back. Not sure what sort of knot to tie. So there we go, one completed quick project. This is my axe all serviced, ready for the field again. I have the addition of the collar, which should tighten up over time. It's actually pretty tight right now, but once it dries, it'll be super tight. Not 100% happy with the knot at the back. I'll have to research a better way to tie it, but I want to keep the laces longer so that in the future I can actually tighten it up or whichever. So there we go. That's one axe completed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll happily get back to you. But until next time, take care. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.